morning and welcome to Love Every Moment, coming to you today from Raleigh, North Carolina. Today's verse is 1 John 4:3. And every spirit that does not confess Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the antichrist, of which you have heard that it is coming, and now it is already in the world. Wow, the spirit of the antichrist. Now we're not going to talk about the antichrist, but there are many Antichrist with a small a, and the spirit of the Antichrist, and that's what we're going to get into. Remember that Antichrist can mean, of course, against Christ, but it can also mean a substitute Christ, which doesn't sound quite as harsh, quite as confrontational. And so someone may be a substitute Christ saying, hey, I've got the way, just follow me. And it takes you on just a little bit of a different path than the one that Jesus really wants us to be on. That's the most deceptive one of all. And it says, every spirit that does not confess Jesus. This is an important word, confess. It means to say the same thing as. So in other words, if Jesus is really controlling our lives, if we have surrendered everything to him in love, he is truly in the driver's seat, as I like to say. He's doing the driving. Then he's not only going to control our actions, he's going to control our words. And the words that are going to come out of our mouth should be the same words as his words. Therefore, whoever is of the spirit of the Antichrist is going to say things that are not in line with Scripture, which is his word. Okay? Only the Spirit of Christ will say things that completely align with Scripture. Let's see a couple of cross-references on this. One I covered a few weeks ago, and I have the link up here, is 1 John 2:22. Who is the liar but the one who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist, the one who denies the Father and the Son. So if someone denies Jesus, basically Jesus says, I want you to do A, B, and C. And he said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do my own thing. Well, that's someone who's denied Jesus and someone who is an Antichrist, or at least has the spirit of the Antichrist. And remember that if you deny the Son, you're denying the Father. So you can't say, well, I'm obeying the Father, but not the Son. It doesn't work that way. The Father and the Son are one. Okay, let's look at another one that Jesus spoke himself back in Matthew 24:5. It says, for many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will mislead many. Now, they're already doing that. There are already people out there who are misleading people and trying to get them off the path. And the devil's very happy about that. What really gets me about Jesus' very short statement here is the word many. If you would have asked me, I would think, well, there's only a few that are trying to deceive. No, Jesus says there are many who are deceiving, and they will also mislead many. So we have to get back to our main verse now. So we've got to look out for those who are trying to mislead. One of the important things we can see, of course, is that they are denying what Scripture says. Another one is that they are indulging the flesh. Of course, I don't expect a pastor to be 100% perfect. They're going to have some faults. But if they are meeting the requirements of 1 Timothy, and they're generally showing the fruits of the Spirit, with love being at the top of that list, then that's a person that we may be able to follow. Now, I remember a YouTube video of a pastor who was being interviewed as to why he was spending all the congregation's money on expensive Armani suits every 2 weeks and flying with private jets and everything else. And his response was, I really need this for the ministry. No, you need that for your flesh. And it was really obvious in this video. So let's make sure we have people that are denying the flesh and let Jesus be the full boss of them, okay? And that's only done through love. So let's choose to love every moment, because then we're going to love every moment. I'm your average Gretchen. I hope you have a great week.